Yes, a very good win for England. Bronze medal on penalties, high drama. But what do you do when you've won your medals and you're just kicking back at the Commonwealth Games? Well, if you're double Commonwealth gold medalist Craig McLean, you play in a band live here at BBC at the Key. Here he is here. I'm going to come between. Not only is Craig McLean here, double Commonwealth gold medalist, we've got John Beattie, former Scotland and British and Irish Lions rugby international. Let's come to you first, Craig. You're looking relaxed.
I've had a bit of time off, yes. It's probably over a week since I won my medal now, so time to recover from the hangover as well.
Medals,
sorry.
Have you caught much of the games going on? Because, I mean, clearly it's been a fantastic and really amazing result for a lot of the home nations.
It's been incredible. I think Scotland never anticipated we'd have this many medals at this point in the games. Hopefully some more today, but it's just been an incredible atmosphere around Glasgow. I managed to get home for a couple of days back down to Manchester as well, just to be an observer on the telly, so it's been nice to see it from both sides.
Absolutely, and I'll ask why you're got these things hanging around your neck in a minute, but John Beattie, I know you've been working for BBC Scotland and kind of covering all the medals, and I mean, what have you thought about these games? Because from a Scottish point of view and a Glasgow point of view, I think the general consensus is incredibly successful.
Yeah, but even statistically, if you think back, there were 500 medals available in '86 and we won 33, and now there are 700 medals. So 51 would be the stingiest view of acceptable, and we're at 52. Per head of population in the world, Scotland wins 9.8 medals per million, which is the highest in the world. So
he's worked this out, hasn't he?
I was a trained chartered accountant, sadly, but even just medals is important, but what's happened in the city's been different. You know, people are talking to each other. It's a wonderful time for us all. This is a big crowd for you, by the way.
There's a big crowd behind. I don't know if you can see that. I'll get Al, the cameraman, to turn round and everyone will dive for cover here. Watch this, right? Oh no, I've got another shot actually. Look at them. No. Very happy. But what's that noise? But Craig McLean, tell me about the fact. I mean, there's John Beattie playing a beautiful electric guitar there. Craig McLean playing a bass guitar. It's a Music Man bass as well. Very nice it is too. When did you get involved in music?
Well, music's probably always been my first love before cycling. So I started playing when I was 15. Did that for quite a few years really, but then obviously, you know, playing in pubs and clubs, and it's not really conducive to an athlete's lifestyle. So I had to give it up, unfortunately. And then, you know, we've been part of the British team for so long, and just not something I've managed to do, but now I've got a bit more time. Find myself a band down Manchester way, so I'm really enjoying getting back out playing actually.
And it sounds absolutely fantastic as well. So I mean, I talked about John Beattie as well, because he is he's got the axe here. He's playing rhythm guitar, lead guitar, doing all manner of wonderful things. Now I would have thought as a rugby forward your fingers would be in a bit of a mess now, but clearly you've got dexterity, sir.
I like Craig. I love music more than anything else. You know, if it's uniting, it's like sport. And going back to 15, 16, I was playing guitar in pubs, and I always had music in my life, from violin to the guitar, and I love music more than sport, if I'm honest. I love the whole thing of getting together. We haven't rehearsed, and Craig jumped off
I've been listening to it.
Craig jumped off a train. He said, "I'll do it." And you know, if I'd asked him, he doesn't know the song, so it's just, you know, and Andreas here and Graham's here, and it's just that whole thing. I've been doing this since I was a kid, and I love it. I love it.
Well, let's talk a wee bit about you, because I mean, I'm not quite sure what age you are. I think everyone says you're obviously still a young man and you're still competing. Are you looking to go ahead to Rio as well? Because two Commonwealth gold medals here, and you looked in absolutely sparkling form. You're not like going to be like Chris Hoy and hang up your boots, are you?
To be honest, I feel good. I feel it's probably better than I've ever felt. You know, obviously age isn't on my side. I'm just turned 43 a couple of days ago. Thanks very much. So it's a difficult decision. I'll be 45 in Rio. If I'm still capable, then why not?
Yeah. And would you be trying to get back into the team for sprint, or would you stay on the tandems? What would be your plan?
I think realistically, tandems, you know, even to be on the tandem is going to be a challenge. There's a young lad who's going to be piloting as well, so it's going to be close, certainly. We'll see how it goes.
And I must also ask you, because you've been to so many games, you've been Commonwealth Games, Olympic Games, been so successful, World Championships, European Championships. How has Glasgow 2014 compared to some of the games you've been to in the past?
It's probably better than anything I've experienced, really. I think obviously when it's on your doorstep, it's as local as it's ever going to get for me. It just feels. When I went back down to Manchester and came back up here yesterday, stepped off, it just felt like I was kind of home again when I got back to Glasgow. And I'm not that familiar with Glasgow. I've not spent a lot of time here, but it just kind of felt home. So
I think they're kind of itching to get started, are they? Beattie clearly has had enough of the interview. He's obviously had enough of you talking. He wants to do the talking, which is not understandable. But no, so I mean, yeah, you were saying about Glasgow and how successful you felt it's been.
Yeah, obviously the two gold medals helps massively to how you kind of view things, and The weather helped massively in the first week also. But people are just enjoying it out in the streets. There's such a buzz around Glasgow. It's been an amazing atmosphere.
There certainly has, and the people that were listening to the band here were enjoying it as well, but never heard a word of that interview. So they're sitting there in their deck chairs in the sun and the rain and the rainbows and all manner of things, having a lovely time, and they're about to be royally entertained by this band as they kick into the next tune. We're going to head over to the Hydro. Lee Mackenzie is there. I imagine it's just as noisy over there, Lee.
It's incredibly noisy, Dougie. We don't have any musical instruments, but we do have plenty of drama here at the Hydro. This is the 5th time that netball has been